I remember speaking to the teachers on occasions. I also spoke obviously to my parents about how I felt
And what did they say?
You got to be stronger than them, you'll get over it, don't worry, it's only words. But there were times where I really, really did not want to carry on. So I want you to listen to another monologue. This is the story of Joey.
I didn't let them know how much they hurt me. Then the graffiti on my book started, then the text messages. You're dead, queer boy. Eventually, one day, I cut my wrist in the middle of a lesson. I didn't even realise I'd done it. I was just so depressed. I didn't want to die. I just wanted the bullying to end. I wish people would think of that when they pick on people just because they're different.
I've got some pictures of me being young, back in San Marino.
I'm jealous already. It looks very sunny.
It is definitely, especially this time of the year. And again, you can see the fashion of the time. Beautiful.
It's amazing actually how similar that is to fashion of Mid Wales as well. Actually, it's not a world apart. I think I had a top just like that.
Marvellous. I never had a really close relationship with either of my parents. I was brought up by my grandparents most of the times, and that made it very, very difficult. Because obviously even when the bullying started, it was a matter of, I'm not upset by it because they're just calling me gay and that hurts. It's the fact that I am gay.
Bringing back these photos, there seems to be a very large group of people. Would this be school?
Yes. And it's quite strange to really look back at these pictures and think, I was taking these pictures of them because they were my friends, and yet they were the people that put me through the worst time of my life. This girl here with the curly red hair, I consider her to be the leader of the pack. She had a way to get people to congregate around her. It just brings back memories of walking into the class and just seeing this malicious face looking at me as she's scribbling down on a piece of paper things that I know I've got stuff to do with me. Yeah, and it's not a matter of who I know I've done wrong and I'm putting it away and I'll never do it again. She carried on knowing that she was hurting me, and with a group of people around her laughing at what she was drawing. For them was probably a big laugh. It was, something that was really fun and entertained them, but I don't think they had any concept whatsoever of what they did to me and how much they brought me close to me, trying to end my life.
Federico now goes back to San Marino as part of his work against homophobia. But even though he's much more confident these days, his memories are still difficult.
I've just arrived outside my school in San Marino, and I can see here the window where I was when a lot of the bullying happened. There's a balcony outside the window as well, and I remember often sitting there, just staring into nothing, feeling pretty alone because everyone else was inside having a laugh. There's a little square underneath the window as well where students went and walked during their dinner time, and often I would sit here on the balcony because I didn't have friends to go and walk about with. It hurts to even think back that at that point I didn't have any way to think about how my life would have been, so much better, because you don't see that light at the end of the tunnel. What I saw was how many tablets does it take, or, how far can I push this blade down on my wrist, and marking the line, my wrist over and over, trying to cut through, because I didn't want to die. I know that I didn't want to die, but at the same time I just wanted it to end.
Like many people who've been bullied, Federico saw escape as the best option. And in Wales, he started to build himself a life with his first proper job. I went with him to meet his former colleague, Anita, outside his old office.
Can we sit on the grass, do you think? Anita and I used to go up by that ramp around the back of the building we used to work in, just to have a cigarette. When I
Your
was
smoking zone, is it?
yes.
A year after he started work, Federico's relationship broke down. That meant he was homeless, with increasing debts, and his immigration status was now in doubt. And on top of that, he felt his boss was treating him unfairly, which made coming to work increasingly difficult.
I used to sit here in my car and wait for that song to finish, or just coming up with any excuse not to walk through that door. But eventually you pick your courage up and walk through the car park to the steps of the door, and the building is locked, of course. Going through this door was pain. Right from the beginning, she was, I feel, a little bit inappropriate with comments that she was making, because yes, I was gay, I was openly out with it, but I never gave her any permission to comment on my sexual orientation, on my sexuality. But she did make comments, and related to me being gay and flamboyant, or otherwise it was around going out partying with the boys. Is it another boy you with, or things like that. And I thought, well, you're not asking anyone else around the office what they get up to in their time, or in their sexual life, or things like that. So why are you having this conversation with me, and why are you having it in front of everyone?
Why do you think she did that?
I don't know, but what I know is that I soon started again feeling withdrawn, and I felt that I couldn't be